Buff Nation, what's going on? Happy Friday. Hope you all are doing well. Happy that we could have Colin Moore back on the show from Life and Football. Y'all be sure to go subscribe to him, okay? But Colin, man, how are you doing? Thank you so much for your time, and hopefully everything with you, your loved ones, you're all safe in the hurricane. How's that been going?
We was blessed. My family, anybody connected to me, they was blessed. My neighborhood was blessed. The surrounding areas are pretty much blessed. Now today I was riding. I said, man, let me ride North Lakeland and see what it looked like up there. So I rode North Lakeland, and man, when I tell you, it was a neighborhood that was. I say, see, when you get ready to buy a house, you need to know where you buying a house at, man, or you gonna mess yourself up. So it was an area flooded in the front, and the water was up to people's homes. Now, was some homes in the back wasn't messed with, but the front area, you can't even get out of there unless you got like a big monster truck. So I said to myself, dog, not only you survived the storm, but now you got a big lake in front of your entrance to get out. So if you ain't got no monster truck, you stuck. So thank God I don't stay in that area. Man, that was wild. That was wild.
And that Florida just sounds like, man, it has weather unlike any other place. It's so hard for me to wrap my mind around. Like, you guys have so many natural disasters like coming all the time, man. Y'all are just built different down in Florida, man. I'll tell you that.
It is. Because I said to myself, dog, I was ride happy that there are no trees and whatever. But when I saw it was a lake in the entryway to get in and out, I said, well, they ain't going nowhere. So I wonder how I don't want to know, but you survived a hurricane, but it's a lake in your front yard in the entryway. That's crazy. That is crazy.
That is, man. That
Yeah.
definitely is. Well, let's talk about some Buffs football, man. Obviously, we're riding high during
Yeah.
this bye week, man. Coming off of that big win against UCF, of course. You got to be on TV. That was super cool.
Yeah.
We need more of that here coming up. But how are you feeling after this bye week coming in to this matchup? That's our top ranked or our toughest ranked opponent so far this year.
I feel good. I feel like if our team on defense, because I know Shador them gonna do what they do. I know they gonna do what they do. But if our defense come and shut down K-State, Avery Johnson, and DJ and the tight ends and the wide receivers, and we shut down special teams so Dylan Edwards don't get loose out there.
Yeah.
If we do that all 4 quarters, that's our game. That is our game. I know they ranked, but in away games, they don't seem to play that like that. Like Tulane on away game, they should have took an L, but they didn't. BYU on away game. Now BYU might just be like that because BYU didn't let them score, but like I think 9 points. So maybe BYU just like that, but still on away games they don't show up like that. Hopefully that is their trend and it stays like that and we dominate them. But I feel like if our defense come out to play, we know Shador them gonna do what they do. If our defense hold them down, that game ours.
Yeah. That's how I feel about it. And it's not that I'm not really nervous coming into this game. Like, I was more nervous going into the UCF game, but it's not because I'm underestimating. I feel like I'm underestimating Kansas State. I think they're a really well coached football team.
Right.
But we just continue to see this team improve every single week. I feel like every single game we're able to kind of trust more and more what we're seeing, and they're like building on it, every single week. As a former player, man, what is that feeling like when you're on the team, like growing throughout the season, when you're getting better throughout the season? How does that feel with the team?
You know, when you on a team that like, I'll tell you about it reminds me of high school, right? So my junior year, we went 1-9. That you just, it felt like, we want to go out and win, but once it looked like it wouldn't, you like, well, there she goes. Well, that next year, my senior year, we was like, bro, we ain't losing like that. We ain't going out like they went out. So we was on it. The game that we initially lost, we would have went pretty much undefeated that season. But the game that we first lost, we lost it on penalties. We knew we had shut the team down. We lost it on penalties. So we know, okay, that ain't really us. We can go dominate. And then we went 1-1. Then we got in a close game. And when it's a fight, you just know, okay, come out on top of the fight. That's all it is. So if they get into a fight game, I think the way they done won that first game, Nebraska popped them in the mouth, let them know that. And then the second half, we kind of shut the Nebraska game down. So now with us seeing these wins, Colorado State, Baylor, and the way we won UCF, and the way we knew we could have cut like 10 to 17 points away from Baylor in the first half, we knew that was all on us. It ain't no stopping us. Now you feeling like, bro, we play our game, we gonna eat. That's that. I know that's how they feeling like. We play our game, we gonna eat. That's why this week, I think I saw on Twitter or Instagram. Well, Twitter. I know it was Twitter. I don't know if I saw it this morning or yesterday. Coach Prime say the way they studied film for UCF, I think people was averaging around like 2 hours. He say they are, with the bye week included, we are up to like 6 hours of film study on K-State. They out there calling plays out like, hey, he going left, right, motion. If they doing all that, we supposed to eat. So wow. I'm thinking we gonna eat.
Wow. So let me make sure I'm understanding what you're saying, Colin. Is that I think the team's buying in more. They're locking in even more as the season's going on. That's always a really good sign, man, when you're spending extra time and really not only are they getting the success, I think they're starting to understand what it takes to get it and then sustain that throughout the season. That's really cool. 6 hours of film study, man. Okay. I love that. Well, let's talk a little bit more about this defense, man. Who are you looking to see step up in this game against this powerful rushing attack and a dynamic quarterback in Avery Johnson? He can run around quite a bit too.
Well, it ain't who I want to step up. I just want that D-line to get to him. I want them boys to be so disruptive that when he's standing up trying to hold the ball in our face, because he like to hold it where everybody can see it, and then they hand it off, hold it, let him hand it off, hold it, hand it off. Then he hold it, squat down, and he pop pass and all that stuff. I want us to be crashing down so hard that when we smashing him, that he's telling players, and that's the all D-line. I want all D-line to be like that. I want the linebackers to be like that. I want the secondary to be like that. But I need that D-line to be, I'm talking about it. They just bought it. Like D-ends crashing down, they containing and crashing down. D-tackles crashing down, containing, that we force them to just, like, they don't know what to do. Like, man, where these boys come from? That's who I want to shine, that front line. And everybody else hold it down.
Yes. And for those who haven't heard you, which, by the way, if you're following Colorado stuff and you're not following Colin, come on now, smash that subscribe.
Appreciate
the channel in the description. But you've been to a lot of different college football games, right? You've been to a lot of different stadiums.
Right.
So what is Folsom going to feel like for Avery Johnson and those guys coming in there on offense? How does that stack up? How does it feel compared to some other environments that you've experienced?
Folsom Field got a different crowd, bro. They got a different crowd. But I guess all crowds are kind of the same. You in the game winning, they yelling and screaming. It ain't going our way, they might peel out on you. So I don't want us to. I would love for us to just blow them out. But I done seen where we was taking off on Stanford and our crowd just dipped on us. Like, hey, this game's pretty much over.
I was at that game, Colin. It drove me crazy. It was so cold. Everybody was just leaving.
Yep, cold. They leaving. So it looked like Boulder kind of cold now. Like I seen look like Darius had on like more gear. So I'm like, ooh, and that game late, so it's gonna be colder. So hey, if we blowing them out, they gonna be just sitting there like, I'm about to go because it's pretty cold out here. But if we got a tight game, I think they'll be screaming.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they gonna do because I done seen them do both. I done seen them scream, scream, scream. I done seen them sit there quiet. So I couldn't tell you how they gonna roll.
Well,
I hope it's a lot of hollering. That's what I hope. I hope the
yeah.
DJ say, hey, it's third down, go to the scream, man. Matter of fact, it's first down, scream. Second down, scream. Like, I need him to be more active, whoever he is.
I think one thing that's kind of been a good omen so far, from what I remember of the home games, is that we've gotten better runs out of Ralphie 6 this season compared to last season. So if Ralphie can have a strong run out there to start the game, around midfield, whatnot, like I feel like that's a good omen for the team as well. Seeing Ralphie out there. I had another question for you, Colin. It was about, oh man, I just lost it. I am so sorry. It was about your experience as a player, but I can't remember it now, man. Oh well. I guess we can go to the offense, man. Right now. We've seen Travis Hunter just have those moments and we saw against UCF. He did the Heisman thing, right outside of you. I've seen the photos now. Of you cheering in the background with him doing the pose. Just absolutely beautiful. But what do you see from Travis Hunter in this game? Can you give me any sort of prediction if there's another wide receiver that you could see kind of breaking out? What do you think KSU is going to try to do to slow him down on both sides of the ball?
They already know they can't stop him because they know Shador gonna throw it to him. You can't double nobody because we got too many NFL wideouts out there, and it's an NFL quarterback, a franchise quarterback, not your NFL quarterback that's been to ride the pine. No, we got a quarterback first pick, another athlete going first pick or second pick. So when you're going against that, all you want to do is contain him, and I think they're gonna probably try to play zone so they don't get beat deep. Like, I don't want Jimmy beating me deep. I don't want LeJounte beating me deep. Will Shepherd beating me deep. Travis Hunter beating me deep. I'm playing zone. I'm playing where I can see everybody and I can keep everything in front of me. So that's what I'll be trying to do. Keep everything in front of me. And when they run it, try to stop that run. But I think we turned into something so special. I think this thing gets serious. I think teams really understand it. Like, them boys got something. Like, you really can't kind of get with us because Travis going to eat. Listen, he gonna catch 7 passes or more. On defense, at some point you gonna attempt to throw at him because you gonna give him the whole sideline. So I got to test him out, but I don't want him to go the other way. So it's like he's gonna be a big part of the game. He always a big part of the game. Maybe they could try to see what Nebraska did. Maybe, but it's just hard when you know he gonna do what he do.
Yes. And even with pressure, I think, again, one of the things that has I was on this KSU podcast earlier this week, Colin, called the Cocaine Willie podcast.
Yeah,
those guys were hilarious. But I threw out this little stat for them, and had their eyes just going like crazy. Where Nebraska, they brought a lot of pressure, and they were bringing 5, quite a bit as well. And obviously, we didn't have our day on offense there, but it was really encouraging to see that in the times that UCF did choose to blitz us, Shador had a 94% completion percentage and just like lit them all up. So that had the nervous about how they going to bring pressure, how you're going to shut them down. I think that again, as long as it's not rocket science, can our 5-6 guys that are pass protecting do that good enough? Then I feel like we're going to have a ton of shots. Travis Hunter's going to be eating, Jimmy, LeJounte, Will, all those guys. But I got a question for you, man. We've had our offensive line shuffle around quite a bit, whether that's just due to they're wanting to get another guy in there or to injury. How can you speak to like how difficult that can be on a player or on a unit if it's always changing? And credit to them for playing really well despite that.
I think now you don't want it always to change, but I know coach say you want to have about 10 offensive linemen that you could rotate in there. Now I don't know how much they want to rotate, but majority of the linemen we brought in as transfers, they was starting where they was at. So if you already used to starting and they throw you out there, this just another day. This just I block what I need to block. You block what you need to block. We pretty much good. Like Coach Prime said that he said gelling in the college football world is overrated per se, because he say that in the NFL, he say most of your roster turnover every year. So he said in the NFL, you just do what you got to do. So basically, that's all they doing here. Now, do you want to see them playing musical chairs every single game? No, I think they played it the way they have played it because different things have happened. But I want to say we've been set for a little while, but I don't really focus on just looking at who's in, who's out. I just be trying to look at who gonna win, how we win, and that's all I really be looking at. But
yes,
I think most of them guys started where they at, so they used to regardless of being out there, no matter who else out there, they used to being out there doing their thing.
I remember my question I was going to ask you now.
Yeah.
I remember it. There's been some, some talk about the kickoff time for this game. Of course,
right.
I know you don't drink coffee, but you'll be doing something to stay up late to watch this game. I'll be drinking the coffee. But as a player, does kickoff time, does this really matter? Is it overrated? Does it matter if you're also playing in altitude? I don't know.
Well, I tell you this, when I was in college versus high school, you playing a 7:30 game. So it is what it is. That's automatic. You playing a night game. In Little League, you was playing an early morning game. So Little League, early morning game, high school is a night game. College is a anytime game. What I did like was when you play a game at 12 and you going on about your day. I know that might sound crazy, but you just play the game and going on about your day. The late games, you sit there and you watching that team play. Then you got the 3:30 games. You watching that team play. Then you get to the 7 o'clock games. You looking at that team play. Like you ain't trying to look at them, but you looking because before you got to whatever university you was, whatever state you in or wherever you from or whatever teams you like, you still look at them. What they doing? Or what they doing? What they doing? So your mind like that, but it depends. All this is going to depend on what Coach Prime them do from the morning, from the time they get up, from the time they get ready for the game. I think what they did at UCF, I think they're going to try to make that a thing that they continue to do. Like what they did at UCF, how they had the time where they walk through. I think they're going to do whatever they did at that UCF game. Oh. I think they're going to add that to all games that's late. And that way you get your reps in where you stand mentally ready. So when the game comes, it's a night game, but you mentally ready. You done repped it that you good. So I think it's all going to depend on what Coach Prime them do with them, because a night game is a long time to wait for a game, man. I'm talking about you waiting all day to play. Like you rather just get out there and play at 12 and call it a day. Y'all case, it's 12 o'clock East Coast, but 10 a.m. for y'all. So worst case scenario, you got like a 4 o'clock game, and that's like 2 o'clock for y'all. So yeah.
Okay. And now that you bring this up, I can't help but think back to like last year when we had Colorado State. We had game day there. We had the Fox big noon kickoff there. I mean, people were getting to the school at like 5-6 a.m. Because of that, and then you had to wait until 6 p.m. or whatever it was for the kickoff. It was a long time to wait, but that's really interesting. and insightful, Colin, that you hit on. It seems like from the UCF game, they have a plan, they have a routine to kind of keep those guys a little bit more in the frame of mind, ready to go. And yeah, I mean, I think we saw them play their most complete game, after all that, which is really, really encouraging. Let's talk a little bit more about Travis Hunter, man. I put it in here on the Heisman, man. It's another week. We've had some other performances since last week. We saw Alabama drop one to Vanderbilt, which was kind of big for, I think, the Heisman race right now. Still plenty of time for Jalen Milroe to bounce back. We'll see what happens.
That was an ugly L, man.
Yeah, it was crazy. I want to get your thoughts on that game if you had a chance to watch it. But then I also talked about where do you see Travis right now with the Heisman stuff?
I didn't get to watch it, and I haven't even went to go see all the highlights. I just seen some plays.
Yeah.
Just the fact that they was up, and then they kept being up. I never thought when I kept seeing them up, they was going to actually win the game. I never thought they was going to actually win it. I didn't care when the game got down to the last 5 minutes. I still didn't think they were going to win that game. But when they did, they did. So that brought a shocker to the country, and that let you know that you can't play lightly with Vanderbilt. You can't play lightly with a mobile quarterback. That's why I feel with K-State, we can't play lightly with him. You gotta get to him and tear that joke up, because them mobile quarterbacks, boy, they do their thing. All right, then I think that messed up. That K-State game, that Vanderbilt game with Alabama, I think that hurt them, man. Yeah. That made Alabama look like, bro, y'all already was playing it real close with University of South Florida, and now you let Vanderbilt beat you. We would have rather took a whipping from South Florida than Vanderbilt. So that threw a whole monkey wrench into what Nick Saban done built. And part of Travis Hunter, I think Travis Hunter should be the Heisman front runner right now, but everybody playing with him because he rocking with Coach Prime. If he was at Texas with Coach Shark, they'll have him number one candidate. I do feel like we got to promote him way better. Like, promote this man as the Heisman. Make sure you send Travis Hunter the Heisman. Make sure the announcers calling out the Heisman. Make sure everybody talking about him about the Heisman. Like, that should be our whole thing. Like, put the Travis Hunter sign up in New York. Put the Travis Hunter sign up in LA. Put the Travis Hunter sign up in K-State area. Let them see it too. Put the K-State, put Travis Hunter everywhere. Man, let it be known that he our guy. So, yeah, that's how I feel about that.
Yeah, it's like taking a page out of what we saw Oregon and Nike kind of do with Knicks last year, which, he was a finalist. And I agree. And I think that if Travis, he can stack a couple more really good games, which I'm very confident he can, but also next week, not to look too far ahead, but going against Tet McMillan at Arizona, one of the best receivers in the country. Yeah. I think if Colorado can come out with a win this week and a win next week, I don't see how he doesn't become the odds-on favorite for it right now. But I think you're right.
Because of Cam Ward. Cam Ward.
I was about to say.
Cam Ward still up there, and that Boise State running back Ashton Genty, and that's a Florida boy too. Jacksonville Duval. So yeah, long as he keep running and Cam keep winning, they're gonna have options to go to and try to make it look legitimate. But at the end of the day, man, Travis Hunter going both ways and being elite both ways. Stop playing with that man.
Well said. Well said. And T. Rishi said on here, put Travis's logo on the field, man.
Now they ain't doing that. They ain't doing that now. But they said, now listen, when I went to Oregon, when I tell you they showed Bo Nix that love, I loved how Oregon displayed Bo Nix. They had I think his name was Bodacious. They had Bodacious everywhere. They had it so many places. I'm like, dog, Bo Nix is him at this school. That's how we need to do Travis Hunter. Put posters up. Travis for the Heisman. Like, let the cameraman see Travis for the Heisman. Travis this, Travis that. We need to show Trap that love like he is that guy right now. Run with it. This is his moment. Run with it. He'll never get this opportunity again. Run with it.
Yes. And we'll never, I don't think we'll ever see a player like this ever again, at least in my lifetime, man. That's how I feel about it. Like you gotta make the most of this. And I saw a little clip. I haven't watched it yet, but the headline said on Well Off, Travis said that he would need $40 million to not go to the NFL after
that. Well, that was because they was joking and jiving about the cleats that Shiloh had on. He said, Shiloh, why you got them on? You just not come back off for 3 weeks. Why you got them first? Then somehow at the end, Bucky said, hey, no. Shiloh said you got to come back or something. And then Travis like, what? And then Bucky say, yeah, you'll come back for 40. And then Travis Hunter said, 40 what? And then Bucky said, 40 mil. He said, I do got something with that 40 mil, but man, nobody giving Travis Hunter 40 mil. He going to the league. Ain't giving him 40 mil. He gone. If somebody give him 40 mil, it's a billionaire who got money to blow. Like right. It's a billionaire who got money to blow. Like, nah, he gone. He good and gone.
Yeah. Is there a particular team that you want to see him with?
In the NFL?
Yeah.
And if I'm just picking for me, I'm putting him right over there with the Bucks. I'm going to the game. I'm putting him right over there in Tampa. Yeah, I'm going straight to Tampa to a Bucks game. That's for me. But for him, whoever a winning team and gonna use him the right way, that's where I want him. A winning team that's gonna use him the right way. But if I personally got to do it, man, I'm putting him with the Bucks. Let's ball.
That would be pretty cool, man. That would be awesome. I think like when I'm looking at just kind of the teams right now, we'll see how it shakes out. But I know the Giants, man, they had a big win against the Seahawks. But I think it would be kind of cool to see either Shedeur or Travis, one of those guys, end up with the Giants as opposed to the Jets. Because at least the Giants, man, they've been there and done that. They've won some Super Bowls recently, and I just think it would be cool to see one of them in New York. I think that would be pretty fun to see. But I think the most important thing with Travis, these teams, they got to be okay with doing this both ways thing. It has to be done, man. It has to be done.
Yeah. I don't even know if they'll pick the Jets. Like, I don't know if they'll pick the Jets, but I definitely could see the Giants. Now that you said that, they do got that. They don't want a Super Bowl type stuff. So yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, we'll see. It's tough winning with Daniel Jones right now. I don't blame. But they also got Malik Neighbors. He seems to be balling out right now as a rookie. So that would be a lot of fun. I want to give a shout out here really quick to Reverend BJ Nelson. Thank you so much for the cup of coffee, the $1.99. He says, "My dudes, Colin and Dave, no Diddy."
What's happening?
Thank you so much. That really does mean a lot. But Colin, I know we got to wrap it up here, man. Really appreciative of your time. Let's be sure to connect after this game. I'm sure we'll have a heck of a lot to talk about. But let the people know what you got going on. And you still got your class on Tuesdays going?
Not every Tuesday, but once a month on Tuesdays. Yeah, I got October the 22nd at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm teaching my YouTube class. And the reason why I like teaching this class, man, because I'm giving them my blueprint. Showing them everything I done up to the current moment of stuff I've been learning, and showing them how social media can change your life. Like, it's literally changing my life because the gifts and talents God gave me, it worked well with these platforms, and he's giving me ideas and way to use them. So I want to take that in return, give that information to them, and they can take their gifts and talents and work it for themselves. They learn, they cook, they sing, they do art, they do math, they do science. Whatever it is you do, take your gift and work it. Because it's so many people making money off the craziest things. You got people making money mowing yards. You got people making money doing pranks. You got people making money cooking and whatever they own here doing it. Why not take something you good at and apply it to this social media world and make money that's gonna change your life. Make money that eventually have you working for yourself. Make money that'll have you one day doing whatever you dreamed of doing. And they're watching me grow. So why not grow with me and be doing your thing? So they can email me at info@lifeandfootball.com. That's info at the word life. They know how to spell the word life. The word and and the word football.com. Email me if you want to be a part of that class. It's October the 22nd at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Tuesday night. Yep, David talks about if you put it in there for me. Yep. That's the way they email me to be a part of the class. I'm giving them the go. And the crazy thing about it, I made the class so cheap because I want everybody to have that opportunity to. You can't say that dealing with me that he got his prices at $3,000, which I could because I know what it's worth. I know what it's gonna bring you, but I don't because I know you probably was like me. You trying to start out, you trying to make it. So this your opportunity to say, you know, how you been saying, man, oh, when I'm gonna have my opportunity, man, I'm giving you the blueprint. I'm giving you the blueprint on like $25. So man, you make that happen and get in the class and stop playing around. So yeah, because I know people that give classes and they classes be $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Now I ain't got nothing against that. Maybe one day if God see fit for me to do that, I'll do that. But at this moment, I don't want to do nobody like that because I want these people to have the opportunity to get in. Because most of the time when you need a class, that means you ain't balling like you want to ball. So get in, take the information, take out like a rocket. So yeah.
I love it, man. I love what you're doing, and you're totally right. Like if you can find something that you enjoy, that you just have fun with,
Yeah.
making some money on top of that, it's like the greatest feeling ever. You hardly feel like you're working. You
Correct.
hardly feel like you're working, right?
Correct.
And yeah, guys, don't turn down an opportunity like this for real.
Yeah.
Colin is one of one, man. He is as
Yeah.
genuine as can be,
Appreciate
and
it.
so take the wisdom that he's got. What you provided me with encouragement, with
Yeah.
wisdom. You were my first ever
Yeah.
stream. I couldn't turn off the music when we got it, but man, I've just been so thankful to have you as a voice, as an
Yeah.
encouragement, and it really means a lot. You've encouraged me to just be myself
Yep.
on here and to have fun with it
Yep.
and to do my thing.
Yep.
And here
And you
I am,
rolling.
man.
And you
Yeah,
rolling.
man. Yeah,
Mhm.
just growing it. So I really do appreciate it. And yeah, guys, take advantage of Colin's class. Please do it. Will you be live before the game?
Yes, I'm gonna go. I know I'm gonna go live Saturday. I want to do something with me and my business partner, but sometimes a lot be going on. But yeah, I'm gonna go live before the game. I'm gonna go live at halftime. I'm gonna go live at the end of the game. I'm going live, baby, live, baby. Yeah, I'm going live.
I love it, man. Well,
Yeah,
Colin, really appreciate you again taking time. In the car again, man. Can't wait to
yeah, man.
connect.
'Cause the hurricane throwing stuff off, man. Yeah, every time me and you done got on lately, been hurricanes. I want the next ones to not be some hurricane stuff.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I ain't talking about no Miami hurricanes. I'm talking about them real ones out here.
yes. Y'all need a break, man, for real. So,
Yeah, man.
can't wait to connect next week. Let's go Buffs. Let's get a win. Let's get to 3-0 in conference. Let's
Yeah,
get to four in a row, man. Let's get this thing going. Let's. I think we'll be ranked if we pull off this victory this week. And
yeah.
who knows? Who knows what the ceiling on this team is when they continue to improve every
Right.
single week. Any last words, Colin?
Nah, man. Blessings to them. Blessings to them.
Yes. Let's go. Colin, thanks again. Guys in the chat, thank you so much. And again, shout out to Reverend BJ Nelson for
Yeah.
the $2 super chat. That means a lot. I will be back with some more stuff later today. And tomorrow I'll go live for a pregame party at some point. So guys, be sure to smash that notification, bell notification on there. So we'll be back. Thanks, guys. Holla and Sco Buffs.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks again.